All of us as colleagues and friends, and to welcome all of us to this meeting. Today offers a moment of renewal and a call to action. And it is the first meeting of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization since this government took office, so it's very important for us. The meeting enables us to reaffirm our commitment to placing decentralization at the heart of development and accountable governance in line with our Constitution. I am pleased to know that today's meeting includes an orientation session. This is designed to give all of us, especially our ministers, a clear understanding of the National Decentralization Policy Framework and Strategy, the workings of the IMCC, and the key decentralization reform agenda, and as well the strategic approaches we will employ to implement them effectively. For nearly 4 decades, Ghana has made deliberate efforts to strengthen our local governance system. The establishment of the IMCC in 2010 was a way to recognize that a single ministry cannot achieve decentralization. This requires a wider approach anchored on coordinated and sustained leadership from all the sectors whose mandates interface with local development and service delivery. The IMCC remains the national institutional mechanism for intersectoral policy coordination and for the decentralized local governance system. We have learned that this committee met regularly, or in the past when it met regularly, we made significant progress. Indeed, between 2010 and 2016, the IMCC successfully resolved some of the most difficult reform challenges, including decisions that had remained unimplemented even since 1989. So we can appreciate the significance and the importance of this committee. Despite these accomplishments, important parts of the agenda are still incomplete. These gaps keep affecting service delivery and weakening public trust in the local governance. Most importantly, 2 key main development sectors, health and education, are yet to be decentralized. The current setup maintains parallel authority structures, dual reporting lines, and fragmented accountability. These bottlenecks affect responsiveness, supervision, planning, and coordination. We must therefore treat the completion of administrative and functional devolution in health and education, and of course the road sectors too, as a national priority. The credibility of the decentralization program depends on delivering results in these key sectors, and I am confident that the ministers concerned will work particularly closely with the IMCC Secretariat to accelerate these reforms. We cannot deepen local governance and local democracy or improve civic delivery if these 3 large social sectors remain structurally centralized. Honorable colleagues, friends, I'm pleased to note that the formulation of the National Decentralization Policy and Strategy 2026 to 2030 has been completed and will be presented to this committee today. The new policy and strategy document provides a coherent roadmap across 6 thematic areas, which are 1, political decentralization, 2, administrative decentralization, 3, decentralized planning, 4, fiscal decentralization, 5, local economic development, and 6, popular participation and accountability. And as we know, the policy and strategy will not implement themselves. Successful implementation requires collective ownership, strong political backing, technical commitment, full sectoral alignment, and effective coordination. Every ministry represented here has a critical role to play alongside the IMCC. The role of the Ministry of Finance is to ensure predictable fiscal transfers, sectoral alignment, and strengthen local revenue systems, as well as sufficient resources for operations and the implementation of the policy and strategy. The Ministry of Health and Education and Roads are to complete functional devolution and deepen collaboration with district assemblies. Agriculture, gender, youth, local government must ensure cross-cutting priorities are integrated into local planning and service delivery. The NDPS, the civil service, the local government service must harmonize standards, planning systems, staffing structures, and accountability mechanisms. And the Attorney General must facilitate the drafting of the legislation required for implementation. This meeting provides the ideal platform for us to recommit to these responsibilities with sharpened focus. With all respect, I call on ministries, departments, and agencies to champion the implementation of the decentralization reforms by prioritizing activities within their mandates as outlined in the NDPS. Let us acknowledge that the future and effective and responsive service delivery directly meets the aspirations of our citizens, and indeed that the future of local governance and development in Ghana will largely depend on the decisions we make today and the decisions to which we commit. Also, our approach is essential for attracting any support. The clear, coordinated governance stance boosts confidence and encourages investment in our reform agenda. Colleagues, please let us use this meeting to build consensus, energize the reform process, and set the tone for the successful implementation of the National Decentralization Policy and Strategy. Two key departments, I think Finance and the District Assembly Common Fund. We have a private conversation later. I want to thank all of you for your time, for your commitment, and I look forward, I'm sure, like all of us, to the fruits of these deliberations. Thank you very much.